Hy-Vee Caitlin Clark Foundation partner to fight childhood hunger. Hy-Vee is partnering with the Caitlin Clark Foundation to support childhood nutrition by raising funds for local food banks across the Midwest in March. The Caitlin Clark Foundation Roundup will take place March 1 to 31 across all Hy-Vee Dollar Fresh Market and Fast and Fresh locations. Customers can round up purchases to the nearest dollar during checkout, with all funds collected going directly to the Caitlin Clark Foundation, which in turn will work with local Feeding America partner food banks. Nutrition is very important to children's growth and well-being and has been instrumental to my success as an athlete, Clark said. By providing meals to families who are food insecure, we can help make sure each child has the energy they need to succeed. In the U.S., 1 in 5 children face hunger, and more than 575,000 children across the Midwest are considered food insecure. Studies show that the lack of adequate nutrition adversely affects children's health, putting their growth and mental health at risk. The mission of the Caitlin Clark Foundation is to improve the lives of youth and communities through education, nutrition, and sports. Wow fans react to Iowa's Caitlin Clark announcement. The popularity of women's basketball has skyrocketed over the last few years, and Iowa women's basketball program has been a major catalyst for that growth. The team was successful for many years under former head coach Lisa Bluder, but the team's profile and popularity reached another level when Caitlin Clark arrived. Clark set the all-time NCAA scoring record at Iowa and led the Hawkeyes to back-to-back national championship games. Clark is now one of the most popular athletes in America, but it's clear that the Iowa native hasn't forgotten where she came from. Clark and the Fever will be playing a special preseason game against the Brazilian national team at Carver Hockey Arena in Iowa City, and tickets for the game sold out in less than an hour. Sold out in 30 minutes, and no one is surprised. Carver will be Rose-Sequin, another fan added. Some poor impatient sap is about to pay like $700 on secondary to sit near the top of Carver and watch Caitlin scrimmage for like 15 minutes, one fan predicted about the resale market. This is great. Next year, the Fever need to honor Aliyah Boston and play a game at South Carolina, who says no, another fan suggested. I've never been more hyped up for an exhibition game. Shout out to who organized this, one fan said. Fans reacted to the big announcement from the Hawkeyes and Clark on Thursday. 40 minutes to sell out 15,000 tickets. Wow, Caitlin Clark is her, one fan said. The greatest ever. Sold out a preseason game, let that sink in. Go Hawks, another fan said. Move it to Kinnick Stadium, said one fan, a reasonable suggestion after the incredible demand for tickets. Dewana Bonner and Natasha Howard gone feel the love from their very first game. The sold-out tour starts, said one fan, excited to see 2 of the big new additions to the Fever's roster. The game is set for May 4 in Iowa City and will feature the Brazilian national team, likely headlined by Chicago Sky star and former South Carolina standout Camila Cardoso. We'll see how the game goes in a few months, but the excitement level is already through the roof in and around Iowa. 3-time champion shares heartfelt message appreciating Caitlin Clark Fever's team environment, says, "This is the best I've ever been treated." The Indiana Fever are gearing up for a transformative WNBA season, highlighted by the high-profile return of 3-time champion Natasha Howard. The veteran forward, who began her career with the Fever in 2014, reunites with the franchise to join forces with rising stars Caitlin Clark and Aliyah Boston, signaling the team's ambition to climb the league standings. Howard's emotional return. After stints with the Dallas Wings, Minnesota Lynx, and Seattle Storm, Howard shared her enthusiasm about rejoining Indiana on social media. "This is the best I've ever been treated in my entire career. The love is unexplainable. I've always mattered. Now I'm being shown how much of an impact I've always been in the league. I can't lie, it feels good. God is so amazing." General Manager Amber Cox emphasized Howard's value to the franchise, stating, "We've been focused on this day and this moment since the day we started this process." Revamping a playoff-caliber roster, the Fever, who finished 13-27 last season, have aggressively retooled their lineup. Alongside Howard, Indiana added veterans Dewana Bonner and Sophie Cunningham to complement Clark's playmaking and Boston's dominance in the paint. Howard's championship pedigree, honed during title runs with the Lynx 2017 and Storm 2018-2020, is expected to accelerate the team's growth. "We have the talent. We have the people to do it," Howard said during her introductory press conference.